Hey everybody, welcome back to day 7 of our 12 days of Christmas. I'm super excited for today, so let me show you. This is your little package for today, and it is a spritzer. So we're actually going to make a couple of fun cards. So you're going to open your card 3, and you actually have 2 of them, and in there you'll find some tear-off calendars. And today we need, I was like, oh right, I've got all my pieces were thrown in a box. Okay, good. Hey Marianne, can you fill this up with water for me? All right, we'll see if she can do this. Can you fill that with water for me? All right, so here's what we're working on today. So we are going to make, and I gave you guys 2 of the tear-off calendars, so you can actually, and I gave you ingredients to make 2 of these cards. So I'm going to get my pieces. We're going to use the sentiment that says you are absolutely amazing, because we're going to make a couple of desk calendars for some people we might like. And in your package for today is a spritzer. So if you haven't played with a spritzer, they're a lot of fun to play with, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to play is to spritz and stamp. So we're going to just going to unscrew your spritzer and put some water in there. Now you can put rubbing alcohol in there. The higher the percentage, the faster it dries. I'm just going to use water, and I'm just probably going to spray it maybe once or twice, not much. And I'm going to spritz and stamp, and then I might come back and I might spritz and stamp again, because I want to see what it looks like second generation. Blackberry Bliss is a really strong color, and so I might choose to use one of these or the other. But when you spritz and stamp, depending on how much water you have and how much ink you have, you get kind of a cool blown out image, and I think it's really pretty. So I'm going to use these. I've given you a scrap piece of paper, so hopefully you stamp a couple of those, and then we're going to stamp our sentiment, and we've just got this little piece here that we're going to stamp on. And I think You're Absolutely Amazing is the perfect sentiment. If you're going to give someone a calendar card and they're going to stare at it all year long, then you want to give them something that's actually pleasing to look at. So you've got a piece of paper. Some of your papers are smaller and some are wider. It doesn't really matter. This is the bridge that's going to hold your card together. So it's going to basically hold it upright. So this piece is going to be glued in here, okay? You can decide if you want to use tear and tape or you want to use maybe Tombow. I'm going to use Tombow this time. So I've folded it so that it's valley, mountain, valley, okay? And the mountain's going to go in the middle, and the 2 valley pieces, these narrow pieces, are the ones we're going to put our adhesive on. And we're going to put some adhesive on one side, and then we're going to put some adhesive on the other side. And then we're going to open up our card, and we're going to put that in here in the middle. If you have a piece that runs all the way to the edge, then just, run it all the way to the edge. And then because I'm using a wet glue, I'm just going to hold it for a minute or 2. Now, the other thing you'll need is some pieces of designer series paper that are about, let's see, they are 3 3/4 by 1 inch. And you'll pick some patterns that maybe you like. I am picking these. I had the bicycles and I just wasn't sure. I don't know if I'm feeling the bicycles right now, but that's okay. All right, so once you feel like that's glued down pretty good, you can set that aside. And then we're going to glue these on. And we're just gonna put a little bit of glue. Now, you'll wanna make sure when you're making a calendar card, it's gonna sit on their desk for the entire year. So it's something that you probably want to use a good glue, like a pretty strong glue. I would not recommend using Seal. If you have Seal Plus, which is, you know, our stronger adhesive, I think that's great. Seal Plus is pretty good. So Seal Plus, tear and tape, or Tombow, but a very permanent feeling glue. And you noticed I just put those on here because I do know it's actually a pretty tight spacing up and down. But I do want a little bit, I just want a hint of that Blackberry Bliss to show between each of the layers. So I'm just gonna make sure that I've got a little line of it showing between each of the layers. And you're gonna have enough paper left over that you can make some other cards and some other projects for sure. So this is card number 3, and you've got 2 of them. So this is actually gonna put us through card number 4. And then we'll have 2 more cards to go after this. We still have quite a few fun gifts to open. So people always ask me, you know, why have alcohol in the, in the spritzer? Alcohol just dries faster. So if you're just wanting, your project to dry a little bit faster, alcohol's a great tool for that. You can put re-inker in here, and you can spritz like a fun pattern with re-inker. There's a lot of things that you can do with your spritzer. There's also, we used to have some like shimmery paints, metallic paints. You can put a couple drops of that in here with some alcohol and spray that. So it's a lot of fun. If you have multiple of these, you can label one for alcohol and one for water, and that's nice because then you'll have like a dedicated, one set aside. All right, so we're gonna put our calendar on here, and I'm probably gonna put it about there. And then I've got my sentiment, and I've got my fun little flower, and I'm probably going to fussy cut my flower out. Let's see. So I'm going to fussy cut this out. It's a very artsy looking flower, so we're just gonna give it an artsy looking cutout. Now there is another stamp in here that will fill the flower. So if you, butterflies everywhere, oh dear. Well, maybe we'll use them on this project. If you wanted to stamp that, you could. You just wanna make sure that this is really dry before you do that. And it's possible that you might wanna stamp the fill part first and then stamp the outline. So stamp, don't spritz, then do the outline. So there's options for you for sure. I just wanted to have a fun little flower that can pop up on here. We might put some butterflies. We might put some pearls in the middle. I think this one would look cute with a bunch of pearls in the middle. Because this is something that's going to be on your desk or on a friend's desk all year long. So you want it to be something pretty and something they'll want to look at all year long. All right, so when we fussy cut, right, we only move the paper, we don't move our scissors. So you see how the scissors stay straight? All right, that's cute. So I'm gonna do that. And then I think I'm gonna put the sentiment on top of it. And I'm gonna pop it up with dimensionals, but I am gonna get those pearls. Because I think that this would be cute with some pearls on it. So we can put a bunch of little pearls in the middle. And you could really, go to town. You could also put rhinestones in the middle. You could also not do any of this. It is your project, your fun. Whew. He just does not want to do what I want him to do. So I want you to go right. Nope, that's not what I want you to do. But okay, buddy. There we go. All right, let's see. My nails are just long enough to be annoying. Oh, there we go. That's fun. Maybe one more. Try to zhuzh them together. Nice. That's a fun. That is very fun. All right. Fun little flower. I have a few random butterflies over here, so I might end up putting them somewhere on the card too. So these guys I'm going to pop up with dimensionals. I'm just going to pick the way that I think it's oriented best. And then I'm going to put this on top of there. Try to line that up. And then maybe I'll put a butterfly. Oh, the butterfly is missing his stuck to my case. His squishy. All right. I want that right there. I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue. I like the adhesive backed things, but I also know that sometimes you lose the adhesive and then you can still glue your little guy down. Okay, great. And then we just need to glue this down. And then we're gonna glue this whole panel to the card. So this, and when I send it, I do like to tear off this first page, just because I feel like it just looks weird otherwise. And then we're gonna do this, and this is gonna glue on our card front. All right, that's super cute. And I think this has colors that can last the whole year round. Like this is fine, spring, summer, fall, winter, you know. This is a nice card that'll have some lasting life, hopefully, and people will wanna have it on their desk. So there we go. Here is day 7, which has our 2 calendar cards. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.